A former military prosecutor says in a new declaration filed in federal court that the system of handling evidence against detainees at Guantanamo Bay is so chaotic that it is impossible to prepare a fair and successful prosecution. Darrell Vandevelde, a former lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserve, filed a declaration in support of a petition seeking the release of Mohammed Jawad, an Afghan who has been held for 6 years. Jawad was a juvenile when he was detained in Kabul in 2002 after a grenade attack that severely wounded 2 U.S. Special Forces soldiers and their interpreter. Vandevelde, who has served in Iraq and Afghanistan, was the lead prosecutor against Jawad until he asked to be relieved of his duties last year, citing a crisis of conscience. He says the case has been riddled with problems, including alleged physical and psychological abuse of Jawad by Afghan police and the U.S. military, as well as reliance on evidence that was later found to be missing, false, or unreliable. Vandevelde says that the complete lack of organization has affected nearly all cases at Guantanamo Bay. He says he was shocked by the state of disarray as he began to gather material for Jawad's case file, saying evidence was scattered throughout databases, in desk drawers, in vaguely labeled containers, or, quote, simply piled on the tops of desks of departed prosecutors. He said, quote, I further discovered that most physical evidence that had been collected had either disappeared or had been stored in unknown locations. Military officials are rejecting the accusations.